Hello, everybody. I'm back with a story this time, and I'm telling this because it just happened and it's hilarious as as fuck. And don't worry, this time it's not Among Us. I know I rarely tell stories of the other video games I've played, cause so far all the stories I've told on here on this channel that are video game stories, they've been about Among Us. But today, and this just happened a few minutes ago, this one is about a game called Rocket League. Quick sum up of what Rocket League is. It's a basically you're playing soccer, but the ball is huge and you're driving around in cars. That's basically what it is. So anyway, I was doing a casual 1v1 because I was like, I'm good in teams. I wanna test myself in 1v1. I normally rely on my teammates a lot. So anyway, I play like one other round before this guy. I play a couple. Anyway, so then I encounter this guy. I forgot his name already, but so we play, and it took us almost all the whole game to like each score a point, and that was the first game. The first game we played together in a 1v1. And like I'm saying, these games normally last like 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah, somewhere around there. And it took us almost down to the last minute, like hitting the last minute, that we both got 1 point. So we were keeping it, we were playing pretty good, keeping it out of our goal and playing aggressive and getting it to the other person's. So anyway, it's then after that I actually won that game, and because we went into overtime and I scored a point 11 seconds into overtime. F in the chat for him. This isn't going to be the only F in the chat for this guy. So we play maybe another game before this. I don't fully remember. I know we played a few. So anyway, I have this replay. I call it F because it's this dude really took an L. It kind of starts off as your regular game. Of course, I'm getting a bit of points here. Like the whole game, I remember. Then I don't know what. I think I know the guy's strategy. What he was trying to do. He was trying to go into his own goal, so I would aim, miss, and then my goal would be completely open. I think that's what he was doing. Anyway, so I think at least I think that's his strategy. That's what he was going for. Whatever he was doing, he didn't do it well because I would just keep seeing this man drive like back into his goal, and then he would just go up and flip over. Because if you don't know, the goals are like that. And I got like 3 or 4 like easy shots on him, and I just kind of because it was like the beginning of the round too, so I just felt sad. And we were talking to each other, using the quick chat, being like, hey, yo, nice shot, cool save, GG. After this game, he just stopped talking. And I'm thinking this man's just upset because, I'm dominating him in this. And then we go on. I save the replay as F because I get like 3 or 4 points, causing me to win the game. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 because I end up with a total of 7. So then we go to the next game, which is a replay saved as F2. And basically the same thing happens before. I kind of, dominate. I only remember one shot from that game where I drove forward, hit the ball like over him, and the ball went into the sky on his side of the map or of the field, and then just went straight into his goal. And then he like forfeited. I think I don't remember if he forfeited that game or not. I think it was that, yeah, it was that game that I gave him some pity because I was giving this man compliments, mean he would make a good move. I'd be like, nice shot, or good save, or close one. And then he would just not say anything. I'm just thinking, I really just hindered this man. Either he's feeling really sad or he's trying to go sweat and he's failing badly. I try to give this man some pity points. And I try to let him hit it to my goal. Make him work for it a little, but yeah. And then F3, or what would have been F3. I failed to save this replay, and the shot is so funny, and I really wanted to save it, but because he forfeited, I kind of panicked and then forgot to save it. It would have been F3. It would have been called F3, and it would have been super hilarious because of the shot. Okay, so I'm going in from my side. We both spawn straight in front of our goals, straight in front of each other, and the ball is straight in front. We go speeding in. I like jump over this man somehow. I hit the ball into the air on his side of the field towards his goal, and it like bounces off just the top of the goal. It doesn't go in. It doesn't go like. It goes like, ding, and bounces back. So I'm going because I'm now on his side. I'm gonna race in and be like try to bounce and hit it back in, hit it in, and get a point. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this man, he's driving backwards. He like drives backwards into me and just propelling me backwards towards his goal. And keep in mind, so I'm facing front. I'm facing towards the ball, which has just bounced off the wall and above the goal. And I'm facing that, planning on hitting that. And he's driving backwards. He bumps into me. He rears into my rear and is pushing me towards his goal. I jump at like the right time and hit the ball like into his goal. And I'm sure you can tell why that shot is funny. I would have inevitably made the point anyways, but it was the fact that he backed me in and made it easier for me to score the point. And I just laughed. And some of you may think I'm making this up. I'm not. And I have the other two replays to prove it. Also, the guy sent me a friend request, so or something like that. So I have the person's account. I can easily find the person's account, and I have the two replays as proof. Two other replays as proof. But yeah, and I'm saying this just happened. I have to tell it because it's funny. I find it funny that he he hit me and he helped me score a point on his goal by driving backwards into me. Anyway, that's all I want to say. I'm probably about to hit some minute mark now. Enjoy the rest of whatever time of day you're watching this. See you next time. I hope the audio is not bad.